Here comes the white flag, this time by.
That's the 52 car of Scott Hansen. Kenny Schrader's Oakland Homes car trying to get by. Mike Wallace takes his white flag. One more lap.
It's Wallace, Stefanik, Compton, Hornaday, Crawford, but right now, 43-race drought could come to an end for Mike Wallace. He heads for the backstretch. He's opened the lead up even further. Mike Wallace in front of Mike Stefanik. Compton's not going to be a factor unless these two make a mistake. Through turns 3 and 4. Coming out of 4. Miami has seen its share of hurricanes. Today's storm is named Mike Wallace, and he is going to take round number 1 of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
There'll be one more encounter with traffic, it appears, as they turn for the finish line. Again, Rezendes gets to the bottom, but Carelli, taking that wider arc in, is able to square it off and cover the groove. A lap and a half.
White flag this time by. They go by Butch Miller's slow vehicle. Here comes Rezendes, white flag. One more lap.
Well, what's he going to do? Go up there and run into the back of him and try to knock him out of the way on the last lap? Rezendes. There, Carelli leads it into the final 2 turns. Rick Carelli trying to win his first ever race. Rezendes beating on him. Carelli holds his own. Carelli will win it as Rezendes settles for second. Sauter third.
The white truck is Mike Wallace. The red and white is Biffle. And then Sprague. Green flag is in the air. 2 laps to settle it.
Jimmy Hensley, like a shot out of a gun, took off there. Tony Raines is about 5 or 6 truck lengths back. But, you know, one wiggle on a short track, and, hey, all that for naught. Look on the outside there. Greg Biffle, though, trying to get by now. Trying to get by Mike Wallace.
White flag. White flag. 1 more half mile to go for Jimmy Hensley. Meanwhile, Crawford gets inside of Wallace for 3rd. Biffle will take 4th. Wallace now back in 5th, ahead of Tolsma in 6th. But up front, the scramble is behind him. Jimmy Hensley, the Virginia gentleman, is another first-time winner in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series.
Chris Morgan shows him the white. Here we go. Final time around the 1.5 miles. Does Hornaday have anything left?
I think Sprague just bounced it off the wall.
And I think Rezendes is gone. Hornaday is going. Rezendes driving. Here goes Hornaday for the win. Hornaday makes the move around Rezendes and goes way up the banking off the wall. Rezendes has the lead again. Sprague will take 2nd. Hornaday tried to make something happen. Here comes Barfield for 3rd. Can he get there? And at the stripe, they touch. Rezendes and Sprague sideways across the line. Dave Rezendes wins. Sprague comes home in 2nd spot. What a finish. What a finish.
That is NASCAR Truck Series racing. Wow.
Man, oh man, what a finish. Dave Rezendes wins.
Off turn 4. White flag in the wind. Irwin in the lead.
Irwin in the lead. Mike Bliss is really fighting back in 2nd spot there. You see Bound there in 3rd in the 99 truck. We're really making a nice move to the front. 3 Fords leading the Chevrolets.
And still Skinner and Sprague are going at it. Look at this for 4th place. A lot of white paint on that green truck and green paint on that white truck, buddy.
Skinner's going to run out of laps, but not out of brazier.
Last time around, Mike Bliss may catch Kenny Irwin. They're just about a truck length apart. There's the race for 4th. Off turn 4. Checkered flag. Kenny Irwin Jr. by 2 truck lengths will win it. Mike Bliss is 2nd. Chuck Bound 3rd.
4 truck length advantage now goes to Hanover, North Carolina's Dennis Setzer. His best finish has been 6th. He did that at Martinsville, Virginia. 14th in the series. Stacy Compton wants a shot at 2nd place where he finished a year ago here at Mesa Marin. He works on Sprague in the 24. White flag and 1 to go.
1 more lap.
Dennis Setzer.
I kind of think you'll see Dennis win a few more races, Bob Keselowski.
Ooh!
So far.
Compton threw one on Sprague and turned him in turn 2.
Or are they going to make a dive on the outside in the final lap? That's not going to work. Just can't get the grip.
It's a win.
Setzer wins it. Good for him.
It's a win for Dodge.
Conflicting reports about the situation for Tony Raines for next year. One is that he and the team are all dialed in, but the sponsor will be leaving. But then there are some reports that other people would like to hire Tony. So we're not going to be premature or speculate on what might happen there. We do know he's a great driver, and we do know that's a great team. Said has the indication 1 lap to go as he stretches that lead out to 5 3/4 seconds over Mike Bliss. He's road raced about everything imaginable. Had a very successful stint with the BMW team. One of their touring cars. Drove for Jack Roush for a while in Trans Am. When Ernie Irvin went looking for a new truck racer 2 years ago, he said, let's give Boris a try. Boris, of course, connected with No Fear. Interesting mix of people in that team. They've dominated here today. It's finally going to pay off for them. The Sauter-Norrick battle continuing here.
7th and 8th positions. A great run for Lance Norrick. Even if Jay Sauter even gets by him, it's still a great run
for him to finish top 10 today is very impressive indeed. Lance Norrick came from 28th starting spot with a combination of smart driving and good pit work. Down for the final time into the heartbreaking section of the racetrack, Boris Said makes the turn and heads for home. The checkered flag awaits. It is over, and Boris has won it. And
1 lap to go for Rick Crawford. His only other top 5 finish was a 3rd at the Texas Motor Speedway a year ago. Remember at the beginning of the telecast, we said, would Ford be able to do okay here? Because they hadn't tested here. Chevy had, Dodge had. Well, this is a Ford apparently heading to victory lane as they are dancing in the port city of Mobile, Alabama. Rick Crawford wins his first race on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Sprague is 2nd. Sauter goes 3rd.
There's our leader. Coming off turn 4 for the white. I'm sorry, it's coming off turn 2. I got ahead of myself just a little bit.
It's going to be a very popular victory. Keselowski, if he can hang on for another lap and a quarter. Here's the white flag as he crosses start finish. 1 to go for Bob Keselowski. Brother Ron turning the wrenches on the truck. The 1989 ARCA champion, 24 times a winner in the ARCA division, but in NASCAR Craftsman Truck Competition, 59 previous starts. His best run was 5th. Tonight at Richmond International Raceway, he wins the Virginia Lovers 200. Way to go, Bob.
Wow.
Tony Raines. It's only been 5 years since his first major racing victory. Posted a win in Canada back in 1992. And there's 2nd place runner Jimmy Hensley. Some big-time emotion in victory lane when this one takes the checkers.
I wonder if he's got somebody to drive a truck home for him, because it looks like he's going to win one right here. Tony Raines has drove an outstanding race. Got wrecked right at the first part, hit the wall very hard, but look at that truck handle around the bottom part of this racetrack.
The truck is just handling beautiful. When you have a truck like this, it kind of makes you as a driver look pretty good, too.
To the stripe, white flag being displayed. Tony Raines and Jimmy Hensley. Couple of Dodges, 1st and 2nd. There's the interval, but Tony Raines will become the 2nd rookie to win on the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. He takes the checkered flag.